Happy Friday, everybody. So I'm going to do a quick video on my training schedule I'm going to be starting and show you how I came up with it and give you ideas about how you can come up with your own plan. So I'm going to be, basically I knew whenever I was going to go into a training that I wanted to do a 5-day training program a week. I want to have weekends off because it's just easier that way for me with the kids. So I broke it down into the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday rest days, unless I'm maybe going out for a walk or something, like I did last time with the kids, just to get like that half hour of exercise over the weekend. But at least that way I can spend the time with them and still get some level of exercise. So as you can see here, I've kind of split up my days. So Mondays are my arms day, Tuesdays legs day, Wednesday's chest, Thursday's abs and back, and a Friday I've got it as a high intensity interval training, and I'll explain why in a minute or two. So with the arms, I've basically selected workouts we're going to work every part of my arm. So I've got my hammer curls, bicep curls and overhead cable curls, just all to work the bicep area, tricep push downs, overheads and tricep extensions. So again, as you can tell from there, all working the triceps in my arm. I've then got the shoulder presses, all of these again, as you can tell, to work the shoulders. And I've got it written down elsewhere. I've not added it on here, but there's a couple of exercises you can do for your forearms, which is certainly worth doing because you obviously want to build up the strength throughout the whole of your arm. I'll go through them whenever I'm doing my arm days. So the other days might look a little bit smaller in comparison, but there are reasons for this. So leg days, I've got thigh abductor, thigh adductor, lying leg curls, leg press and calf press. So I'm basically working every muscle group in the leg on at least one exercise. Now the plan on that, because I've got smaller amounts, what I'm basically doing every day is I'm doing pyramid training. So I'm starting off doing 10 reps of a weight I can manage, and then adding to it and adding to it and adding to it, till I get down to about 3-4 reps that I can just manage. And then what I'm doing is I'm doing that on one machine, I'm going to the next and the next, and then I'm going back to the beginning again. So I'm doing like a straight through set. Now with the arms, what I generally find in the past is you might get round that set twice and your arms just feel like they're bulked up and you start to get to that point you just can't do any more. So because there's fewer of the legs, my legs are a lot stronger than my arms, as it is with most people, I'll probably be able to get around that routine maybe 3 or 4 times. And basically with that, it means that it doesn't matter how many different types of exercise that you're doing, it's about doing the right exercises in a way that's going to give you the best outcome. So if I'm doing a leg press to work one part of the leg muscles, or the calf press, by doing that a couple of times within that cycle and doing it from a 10 rep weight down to 3 reps of a really higher weight, I'm working all the muscle groups really well. So the chest, I've got a few more here. So I've got cable crossover, chest press machine, incline dumbbell press, low cable crossover, straight arm dumbbell pullover, and a cable iron cross. So every single one of these exercises are solely to work the upper chest, the chest pecs basically. You're working that whole area. So again, I'm having a day focusing on there. Same thing, it'll be pyramid training, going that way and doing as many repetitions around the course as I can. Thursday, abs and back. The reason, well, there's 2 reasons why I put abs and back together. One is because I only want to do weight training over 4 days. The other is that to me, to work your abs and your back at the same time is a smart idea. You know, you're working your front and you're working the back end, so you're strengthening both sides. Just makes sense to me. So for my back, I've got the lateral pull downs, deadlifts, seated cable rows, and upright cable rows. Dumbbell shrugs, bent over rows, seated good mornings, and shotgun rows. And the other thing that I'll be throwing in there is ab workouts, you know, just like basic crunches and things like that, just to all work the ab area. So coming into Friday, I'm, as you can probably tell from the videos, I've got a little bit of weight to me at the moment, and I want to skim down on that. So I wanted to throw in at least one day where I'm just doing nothing but cardio. And what I've got down here may change. So I remember I did a cardio intensity, well, high intensity training under another instructor a while ago. And you're not really taking any breaks with this. So you're starting off doing your 2.5k on a treadmill. Now that can be a straight out run, jog. You can go between jog, walk, jog, walk. The aim here really is to do the 2.5k in the best time possible for your level of fitness. And the same when you come to do the bike and the rowing. So you're not aiming to hammer it out and kill yourself. You're aiming to get it done in a way that gets your heart rate up, gets your whole body working, burning off that fat, and as time goes by, you'll improve on that time. Now, if you find that after you've done this, because this obviously works out to about 5k in total, if you find at the end of that you know, you still got energy, go back and restart it and keep going to a fail. Then what you can do the next time that you go in, you can increase the amount of time that you do. So you might do 3k or 3.5k on the treadmill, 2k on the bike, and 1.5k on the rowing. Doesn't really matter, because the whole point is to get that sweat up and to get your body burning off these excess fat and calories and all the rest of it. So that's how I worked it out. Now I'm going to be doing this for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. And then I'm changing it up slightly after that, because I'm going to go and start doing then a shredding version of it. And I'll be doing, I found information about, it's a shredding thing, 100 something or other. And basically what you're doing with that is you're taking a weight. So say let's take the hammer curls. So say I've got a weight, no idea, say 20 kilo. Right, let's just say that as a random number. So you can do 20 kilos of 10 without any problem. So what you do on the shredding side of things is to drop that by half. So I'll take it down to 10 kilo. And what you're doing is you're doing 10, then you're stopping for about 30 seconds. You're doing another 10. Stopping for 30 seconds, you're doing another 10. So basically what you're doing is you're doing 10 sets of 10 reps on that. Once you've done that, you go back up to your normal weight, so back up to say the 20s, and then you're trying to do 3 sets to fail. And they reckon that you will not manage to do 10 because you've basically worked your whole muscle to a point of it's exhausted. And it's supposed to be very good for shredding your body. So I'm trying to mix bulking with shredding for the purpose of getting rid of as much fat as possible. So I've talked enough about my routine, and I might tweak this and I'll update you as I do, but I want to go through how I selected this and how you can select it as well. It's a great site called Bodybuildingcom. And when you go into the training section, there is this area, exercises. And as you can see here, it's got the exercises by muscle group. So you've got your chest, biceps, triceps, abs, back, glutes. And that's how I basically worked out. That was chest one day, arms another, which was biceps, triceps, plus whatever. Abs and back was the other day. So arms, chest, abs and back, and then legs, which isn't obviously shown on that list, but legs, you always have to have a leg day. So when I clicked into, say, chest, it comes up with the different training groups. So I sort it by rating, and I put in, you've got the different exercise types. I went by equipment type. Don't use bands, because I don't have them. I don't need a foam roll. Don't need medicine ball. Not too worried about them too. Exercise ball I don't really use much. So I've left it with barbell, cable, dumbbell, easy curl, kettlebells and machines. So you go down the list and you kind of find ones that you know that you're going to be able to do. So here we've got low cable crossover. That's one of the ones that I put in. And the good thing with this is when you go into it, you've got a video that actually shows you how to do it. You can see by the pictures, the way that they show you to do it. So arms back, bringing up and forwards. So you can see how to do it, learn how to do it properly before you actually hit the gym and start doing it. So I was selecting a certain number of training workouts per muscle group, built up my plan that way, and I'll know after the first week if this is something that's going to be enough, if I need to take off or add. We go through it from there. So check out bodybuilding.com, build up your program from there, and I'd certainly recommend splitting it into days. You know, a lot of people go in and just say, right, we'll do all of the weight machines each day, which is fine, but sometimes doing a massive workout on one muscle group is going to give you much more benefit.